I have Matthew Nichols next.
So, on our lunch break, we went back to our Hanukkah hotel, and we were told by Red Cross we were being kicked out in 72 hours. Due to Red Cross not knowing what Ohana housing is, they have put people in the wrong things, and so they can't separate them. So we are all listed as a 9-person household instead of 3. They are unwilling to help us. I've been to over 8 hotels in 40 hours sitting there. On Monday, I sat there and watched as a lady cried because her kids can't come back to this side because she's being kicked out of her hotel. As I sat there for 3 hours, freezing, waiting for someone to speak to, waiting for someone to get housing, because after the fire, I lived in a food truck. Up until 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had nowhere to go because we chose our animals because they deserve a place to live too. Not all of our animals survived. So today, when I left you, I told you there was a fire burning on this island right now. A fire burning as we speak in this meeting, and there's nothing that people can do. Do you know how hopeless we feel? I'm not even from this island. I've lived here since July, and I moved here to be with someone that I loved because they're from Lahaina, born and raised. And I believed in this lifestyle and in this thing of being aloha. What aloha is there? I was told 72 hours I'm kicked out, and I walked down this pathway and there's tourists playing beer pong on their lanais. You want me to sit there and tell you I'm not going to revolt? You want me to tell you I'm not going to do nothing when this is what's looking at us? A week after the fire, I worked at a shave ice shop, and I had a tourist look at me because I'm white and have the nerve to say, should I stay on this island or should I go because my money's pumping your economy? Do you know what that feels like? When you go home at night and you look around your homes and you see your photos and you see your belongings, we have nothing. I have nothing of my grandparents anymore. I have nothing. I don't get a look at a photo of anything. I will never get these photos back. No one from Lahaina ever will. And you know what's the most disgusting thing I heard today? Your high school has no evacuation plan. The amount of mass shootings going on in this country and there's no evacuation plans for your schools. Do you not feel ashamed of yourselves sitting in front of us? You want to know something? I'm from Tucson, Arizona, where water rights are for the people. The water should go 50% for us, 50% for something else. I drove around Hana for the first time 2 weeks this week. Half of it's beautiful. Half of it's green. Half of it is a barren wasteland that looks like the desert I came from. This is a tropical island. Where is the water? You know where the water is? It's running down the sidewalks of the hotels. I count it 6 times a day the grass is watered. I grew up in a place that grass doesn't need watering for 2 weeks. You have to mow your grass once a week in this area because you're overwatering. You don't need to mow your grass for once a month in the mainland because it survives. You are literally stealing from the people and giving water to who? To tourists? So I have one last thing for you. There's 2,000 places that got burned, right? Hanaukai has 2,000 kitchens, 2,000 bathrooms, 2,000 washers, 2,000 dryers. If a tourist comes to our island and you want them to pump their money into our economy, they don't deserve a kitchen. They can eat in our restaurants where you want the money to go. At what point are you going to have decency? I hope that you care about the amount of words said as the amount of time you've counted to each one of us. And the last thing I have to say, Madam, in your blazer, please be humble next time you come before us, because I have 5 shirts, 3 shorts, and not even enough underwear to get through a week. So please don't sit here in your nice clothing and remember that we have dirt nothing but what's been given to us. I have clothes I can't even fit in.
Thank you.